Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about this guy right here, color theory, or the color wheel, and color theory and how it applies to makeup artistry. Basically, how you can apply color theory to makeup and maybe better select eye makeup to complement the color of your eyes, specifically is what we're going to be talking about. I did do a video on this topic a couple of years ago, and I just wanted to do an updated video. Not that the information in this video is going to be any different than the information in that video, but every time I watch that video, I am so distracted by how much makeup I have on. Oh my gosh. Let's just say that that was a different time for me on YouTube. That was a time when I was not comfortable really being myself on camera, and I was watching a lot of channels that were very younger and just a little different than my channel is today, and I was trying to emulate that. So anyway, I just wanted to do a video that was a little bit more updated and a little bit more concise. I wanted to kind of keep the bullet points of this video really short and sweet so that it's just easier to digest. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so for those of you who don't know this about me, I worked for MAC years ago, and part of working at MAC is you go through what they call basic training, and it's a week-long training where they teach you everything about like the basics of makeup artistry. And they spent a good portion of that training talking about the color wheel and understanding this and how it applies to makeup. So I'm going to take the most important points from that training to share them with you. So first I want to talk about complementary colors and what they are. So this is what the color wheel looks like. I picked this up at my local craft store. You can order them on Amazon. They're a few dollars, but this basically kind of breaks down like primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. So basically the theory is that from red, yellow, and blue, you can create any other color by mixing those colors and along with the secondary colors that those make together, and that's how you get this variety of colors. When we're talking about complementary colors, basically in simple terms, it's basically colors that are opposite of each other on the color wheel. So if you are looking for the complementary color to green, if you have green eyes and you want to find shades that are going to make your eyes look more green or pop or complement your eye color, you're going to look right across that color wheel and you're going to see red. Now, some of you are thinking, I don't want to wear red eyeshadow, and you don't have to wear red eyeshadow, but you certainly can pick neutral shades or brown shades or shades that have red to them. Some of those colors might include pink. They might include orange, because orange is a combination of red and yellow. When you mix these colors together, that's where you get the orange shade. Purple is a complementary color to green, because if you think about what purple is, it's a mixture of red and blue. So any of these colors here between red and blue have red in them. So that is what's going to complement your eyes. I did my eye makeup today using complementary colors. You don't look at my eye makeup and say, oh my gosh, she has red eyeshadow on, but I have colors that have a lot of these tones to them. So the shade that I have on my lid is a shimmery pink. In my crease, I have a really warm kind of orangey brown matte shade. So I'm really working in this range of colors. So for blue eyes, the complementary color for blue is orange. So any colors over here in this shade range are going to be more complementary to your eyes. If you work with blue eyeshadows, it's not necessarily going to complement your eyes. Not that there's anything wrong with, having green eyes and wearing green shadow, or having blue eyes and wearing blue shadow. Not to say that that looks bad, it doesn't, but if your goal is to try and make the green pop in your eyes more, or you're trying to pull out that blue more or that green and make it stand out more, you're not really doing a service to yourself by using colors that are very similar to your eye color. You really want to look for colors that are opposite of that. I remember when I worked at MAC, we had all of our eyeshadows in eyeshadow displays, and we had it schematized by colors. And it was very clear to me then, before working at MAC, I always thought as a brown was a brown. Any brown is the same as any brown. Well, then I really learned, no, if you have one whole eyeshadow unit from MAC of browns or neutrals, you will clearly see the range of undertones to those browns. You could find a brown that's more gray and cool tone, something a lot warmer with orange or red, more taupey shades. There is a whole variety of neutral shades that you can choose to wear that are going to be more complementary or not for your eye color. So that's kind of the basics of picking a complementary color for your eye color. Just looking at the color wheel and understanding, what colors are going to be most complementary. And again, it doesn't have to be the exact opposite. You don't have to wear orange eyeshadow to complement blue eyes, but you can use warmer orangey browns. Or peach tones, or like light pale peach sherbet colors. I mean, just colors like that have that tone to it are going to really make your eyes pop. So that's kind of the basics of complementary colors and how they work with eye color. But that is when you have complementary colors next to each other. So you have green eyes and you have something red or peach on the eyelid. Those are next to each other. When it comes to color correcting, when you take two complementary colors and you mix them together, then what you are doing is you are color correcting. So I feel like color correcting became all the rage a couple of years ago. All the makeup brands started coming out with color correcting palettes. And the most common products that we see for color correcting are peach toned concealers, right? And if you think about it, they're used under the eye, right? Well, and if you think about what colors are under the eye, typically darker, bluish, purpley tone to it, right? People that like to use peach color correctors usually are dealing with prettier, more severe dark circles under their eyes, something that a concealer alone won't correct. So that's why they're looking for something for peach, because under the eye typically is going to be right here, right? It's going to be a darker bluish tint to it. You can kind of see veins in the skin or dark purple under eyes. That's why you see peach as being the color corrector for that. So if you were looking at those color corrector palettes and you're wondering, what would I use this purple color correcting product for? So if you look at the color wheel and you see, okay, I see like a lavender color corrector. What the heck do I use that for? Well, in the purple family, if you come over here, you're going to see that that's going to correct yellow or green tones. So that's really for skin that is more skin that's a little bit more sallow or has a lot of yellow to it, and you kind of want to correct that and brighten that up. That's what that color corrector is going to be best used for. On the other side of that, when you see the green color correctors, I think we've all seen a product that is green and that it's in a cream formula for your face. And people think, well, what do I use that for? Well, the complementary color to green is red. So if you take a green product and you put it on top of something that has red to it, it's going to cancel that out. So people that have rosacea or that have a lot of acne that is really red and foundation alone won't cover it, a color corrector with a green tone is what's going to help kind of neutralize and cancel that redness out. So that's a way to think about complementary colors actually working to neutralize or to cancel one another out. So again, complementary colors next to each other are going to make the colors stand out more, and complementary colors that are mixed together or put on top of each other are going to neutralize and cancel each other out. I hope that is helpful and informative. I know it's a short bit of information, but again, I wanted this video to be a little bit more simple and concise and just kind of take the two techniques that I think are most applicable to makeup and kind of explain those to you in more depth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave me all your questions and comments down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.